Imagine you're alive 50,000 years ago. You wake up as the sun rises over a vast wilderness. There are no roads, no bicycles, no motorcycles, no cars, no trains, no airplanes. And most surprisingly, the wheel hasn't been invented yet. Now imagine your family needs food. The nearest river is miles away. A herd of animals has moved to a distant valley. A storm is coming. You have no choice. You must travel. But how? How did humans explore the world before the wheel existed? How did they cross deserts, climb mountains, and even reach distant islands? The answer is one of the greatest adventure stories ever told. Because long before wheels changed civilization, humans had already become masters of travel. And today, we're going back in time to discover how our ancestors conquered the world without a single wheel. The first travelers weren't explorers. They were survivors. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, early humans lived as hunters and gatherers. They didn't stay in one place. Food could disappear, rivers could dry up. Dangerous predators could arrive at any moment, so humans moved constantly. A family might walk for days searching for food. A tribe could travel hundreds of kilometers following animal herds. Life was a never-ending journey. Every morning brought a new challenge. Every horizon hid new opportunities and new dangers. Unlike modern humans, they couldn't simply open a map. They had to learn every river, mountain, and forest by memory. Their survival depended on understanding the land better than any GPS ever could. Humans possessed a secret superpower: walking. It may sound ordinary today, but our ancestors were among the greatest long-distance travelers in the animal kingdom. Most animals are fast. A cheetah can sprint. A horse can gallop. But humans can keep moving for hours, day after day, week after week. Our bodies evolved specifically for endurance. Strong legs, large muscles, efficient cooling through sweat. These abilities allowed humans to travel incredible distances. Some scientists believe humans could even chase animals until they became exhausted. Imagine running after a deer for hours under the hot sun until the animal became too tired to escape. That strategy helped early humans survive, and it turned them into legendary travelers. Around 70,000 years ago, something extraordinary happened. Small groups of humans began leaving Africa. Nobody knows exactly what they were thinking. Maybe they were searching for food. Maybe they were curious. Maybe they simply wanted a better future. Whatever the reason, they started walking, and they never stopped. Generation after generation continued moving. They crossed deserts hotter than ovens. They climbed mountains covered in snow. They navigated dense forests filled with unknown dangers. Thousands of years later, their descendants reached Asia, Europe, Australia, and eventually the Americas. Think about that for a moment. Human beings spread across the entire planet without wheels. No engines, no maps, no roads, just courage and determination. It remains one of the greatest adventures in human history. But then humans made a discovery that changed everything. Water could help them travel. One day, someone noticed a floating log. Instead of swimming across a river, they climbed on top. Suddenly, rivers became pathways. Soon people tied logs together. The first rafts were born. Simple, primitive, yet revolutionary. Travel became easier. Trade became possible. People could transport more supplies. Entire communities began using rivers as natural highways. As centuries passed, humans improved their boats. They learned to paddle. They learned to steer. And eventually they learned something even more incredible: how to cross open seas. Long before wheels appeared, humans were already becoming sailors. One of history's greatest mysteries is how early humans reached Australia. Scientists believe humans arrived there over 50,000 years ago. But there was a problem. Even during ancient times, stretches of ocean separated Australia from Asia. To reach Australia, humans needed boats. That means people were crossing seas tens of thousands of years before the wheel existed. Imagine standing on a wooden raft in the middle of the ocean. No compass, no GPS, no weather forecast. Only the stars above and endless water below. Yet somehow, they succeeded. Those brave explorers expanded humanity's reach beyond continents. They proved that curiosity was stronger than fear. As human societies grew, another transportation revolution began. Animals. At first, humans carried everything themselves: food, tools, wood, water. It was exhausting. Then they discovered that animals could help. Dogs carried small loads, donkeys transported supplies, camels crossed deserts. Horses dramatically increased. These animals became the world's first living vehicles. Entire trade routes depended on them. Caravans traveled across deserts carrying valuable goods. Without wheels, animals connected distant civilizations, and they helped build the foundations of global trade. Before inventing the wheel, humans invented something surprisingly clever: the sled. Instead of lifting a heavy object, they placed it on a flat platform and dragged it. This simple idea changed transportation. Heavy stones, building materials, food supplies, all became easier to move. Ancient workers used sleds to transport enormous blocks weighing tons. It wasn't fast, but it worked. And it paved the way for humanity's next great invention. Then, around 5,500 years ago, the wheel arrived. A simple invention, yet one that transformed civilization forever. Carts, wagons, roads, trade, cities, empires, everything changed. But here's the incredible truth. Before the wheel, humans had already crossed continents, sailed oceans, climbed mountains, conquered deserts, and spread across the earth. The wheel didn't create human travel. It simply made an ancient human dream faster. Because the greatest vehicle humanity ever had wasn't the wheel. It was courage. And every journey in history began with a single step. Would you survive 1 week traveling without wheels? See you in the next adventure.